His Excellency Johnson Sakaja, the Governor of Nairobi, visited Sacoma at CEME Center for Engineering and Manufacturing Excellence in a bid to spur and start cooperations with Sacoma as the fastest growing company in zero carbon emissions and circular economy.
Today, we want to showcase technology to the Nairobi County Government that are to do with waste management, wellness, but also most importantly to look at the skills that are readily available to support the county. Now, for the county of the future, we are looking at future foods, we are looking at sustainability, but most importantly, we are looking at how the city can progress on and catapult itself using disruptive technologies.
They were joined by other green technology companies such as Fusion Blue with an interest in Nairobi County.
We would like to get the unit manufactured in Kenya, one that addresses keeping the costs down.
There was talks of setting up local manufacturing companies and skills training in Nairobi.
We're very well placed to support the certification of engineering and welding technologies for the county of Nairobi. We would be delighted, Your Excellency, to support any trade mission to Nairobi to showcase the businesses that are here today, the businesses at CEME, of how we can bring engineering technologies that may benefit Nairobi County and the nation of Kenya.
The collaboration with the Nairobi County will be looking at setting up projects and investments supporting businesses, the community, and spurring innovators. More skills in biowaste management to upcycle, recycle, and reuse waste to produce new upcycled products or converting waste to energy in complete circularity.
And I want to stand here, Governor, to say to you that if there's anything that you need to remember when you finish my presentation, is that waste is valuable. At the moment you have waste, it looks like a problem, but you can turn this to your advantage. If you have the right technology, you have the right people who are constantly researching, and innovators and inventors who are willing to do new things and disrupt the normal. And then you're looking at different technologies, some of them which we are going to show you today, some of them which you can be reskilled in, and some of them which you can set up programs for you. So the first solution I'm thinking of is a biocircular economy where you're using insect farming. I'm not sure if you're aware, but if you're not, you know this is already happening in certain areas in Nairobi where they're collecting bio-waste from humans, say for example in Kibera. So this is a simple model of a biomass processing where you're using insects to process and you're feeding the city with zero carbon eggs, zero carbon fish, and so many other things.
Hydrogen is 2.5 times more combustible than any other fossil fuel. We don't use hydrogen as a pure source of the energy, we use it as a catalyst, so it's an additive. But it does burn much faster, and the real issue for us, or the real opportunity, is by using just the right amount of hydrogen, and we're talking about between about 5 and 12%, it just means that you have a much cleaner explosion or combustion within the engine, which means that you don't generate the particulate damage and environmental materials coming out. So NOx are down and carbon monoxide is down dramatically.
The governor was shown several technology and solutions on waste management, emission control, water purification, modular build, and sustainable foods. CEME is a 19-acre campus, home to over 100 engineering, technology, and training businesses.
One of the key areas for us is supporting our young people, our school children. If we don't convince them to get into the engineering, construction, manufacturing, and technology routes for tomorrow, we won't have the workforce to deliver what we need. CEME work very closely with schools across London. We invite them in here, we give them fun days, we focus on STEM, we let them build rockets and cars and we let them race them. They have a fantastic day. 65% of the nearly 1,000 school children that we've supported in the last 12 months have all committed to becoming engineers as they grow up. We really hope that they continue with that thought.
The whole day, the governor was a keen listener, looking at possibilities that Nairobi will be the first global carbon zero city. With a network of such successful companies, CEME Center can see the potential of such a center in Nairobi.
After going through your manifesto for Nairobi, we realized that there are very specific areas that you want sort of support and leave a legacy. And because of that, this has been organized just for you, so that by the time you go back home, there are very specific solutions to some of your problems, because Nairobi City is growing very fast.
So the Aggregation Center for Nairobi is a skill center, and it's an innovation center. And we want to partner with CEME to do that in Nairobi. Number two, there's investment opportunities for what we're doing. And so, yes, we want to get into electric mobility, but we want electric mobility that's practical, People have come with ideas of mode switching from the bikes that are diesel and change them into... I've not seen it working anyway. It's easier for me just to start getting new bikes that are electric and to incentivize those who are bringing those in, and not bring them in, manufacturing them in Nairobi. The hydrogen idea is beautiful. I like it. It makes a lot of sense on paper. We want to see it practically. Where has it worked? What are the numbers? How much is the cost of a unit? So in innovation, solid waste management, we are setting up the first waste to energy plant. We're starting that process in the next few months to manage what I've seen Sacoma, what you're doing. Yeah, it was internationally put out. I don't know if you saw it in Dandora, the landfill in Dandora, 20 acres next to it. We're doing waste to energy, 45 megawatt plant. The feasibility study was done. We're now at RFP. Engage with us. The circular economy is important to us. We're doing MRF facilities in all 17 sub-counties, material recovery facilities. Engage with us on that. We have young people, and I keep saying, the biggest threat to our security in Kenya and in Nairobi is not Al-Shabaab or Al-Qaeda or terrorism. It is millions of disillusioned, disengaged young people without a job watching our photographer zooming past in his big car. So we want just practical solutions.
After the presentation today, we've seen the Governor of Nairobi, His Excellency Sakaja, presenting today. What is your take?
I was extremely impressed by such an articulate and knowledgeable gentleman. I mean, he came across very clearly, concisely, and he wasn't reading his notes. Very rarely do you see a politician like that. And more importantly, at this event, I always believe, you have heard a common saying, give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish, you feed him for life. But here, you teach him how to run a fish farm. He not only feeds himself, his family, his village, and perhaps the village next door. And this entrepreneurship is so key. And I can hear the governor in his message saying, bring that to his masses.
And the way the governor put it, that he wants things that are practically possible. And he's more than happy to take it and implement if that will bring a change to the generation of today and also the generation to come.
It's good to have a governor who knows exactly what he wants for his people and how to get it. And he told the potential investors exactly what it should be. Come and invest and come and create jobs for the people, not just the presentation.
But today we are only presenting 4 technology, which is our emission control, bio-waste management, reskilling the community so that they be able to live well. We're looking at health and well-being, but we're looking at productivity, using health and ability to avoid opportunistic diseases.
Viewers, you had, we are still getting the feedback after the presentation today. Let us find out by the end of 2023 where these goals, because a lot of people have talked about their goals and what they want to do, how we can really make these goals a reality in Nairobi.